Okay, here we are. Had a bit of a problem with the previous effort, but here I am again, Kim Willis. I'm in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, just finishing up with the markets. So you've got in my bag here beautiful fresh herbs, basil and coriander and herbs like that. So the markets are behind me. Want some live crabs? Yeah, they're very live crabs. Very live crabs. Okay, now I got to walk across the road here, which I'm never. Always a bit nervous about, because in Asia, motorbikes in particular come from everywhere, and they're not always on the correct side of the road. All right, now this is Wednesday. It's Wednesday afternoon for me, so the ritual for me on Wednesday afternoon, because I have a kind of a special food night at home, the ritual for me is to walk to a shop to get some bread, but not just any old type of bread. It's the best French bread I can buy. Yeah, so that's basically what I'm doing. Last week I went to another one. This week I'm going to one that's in the situated into what used to be called the French Quarter. No longer the French Quarter, but the architecture is still there, and yeah, I'll be able to show you a little bit of this French Quarter. But the reason for this Facebook Live today, of course, is related to marketing, as always related to marketing. So I've got to negotiate another road crossing here. I don't know what that was. Someone yelling at me. Whee! I think he wanted me to hire his tuk-tuk. Okay, yeah, so the topic today is hunter or farmer. What type of marketer are you? What type of marketer are you, hunter or farmer? Now, the reason why I decided to we have to use all of the typical strategies that are used in the offline world, okay? But in the online world, things are a little bit different. It's more about farming than hunting. It's more about cultivation. It's more about audience building, if you're going to do it properly, and if you want some longevity for your career. It's about, yeah, it's about farming more than it is hunting. Doesn't mean to say that sometimes you got to hustle a bit to get the job done, to get a deal done, to make a sale. Yeah, you do. But because the internet is such a low trust platform, and even you know, associated platforms such as Facebook, there's not very much trust. Okay, so we've got to do whatever we can to boost the trust. Now, I'm in the French Quarter. I'll just give you a quick look around here. Yeah, that yellow building there is the post office. Okay, it's a good example of French colonial style architecture. Behind me is a upmarket French restaurant. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of hidden. It's called Palais La Poste. Palais La Poste. And the idea is that you walk in through there, and there's a magnificent dining room and all the rest of it, and you can sort of separate yourself from the world for a few hours and just enjoy the ambience, the food. They've got a great chef there at the moment. Across the road is another French style, you know, colonial. Oh, look at this. Look at this. A monkey. Look at this. Can you see the monkey? Oh dear. That was good. I definitely didn't plan that. He's pretty agile, and I tell you what, they're fast. Very hard to catch. They're very fast. So, well, how about that? Never a dull moment in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Okay, crossing the road. Always check. Yeah, so back to the topic. Hunter, farmer, what are you? If you're the sort of person that is more into nurture, you'll probably do well online. On the other hand, if you're what we might call a born hustler, you're going to need to make an adjustment. You're going to need to make an adjustment with your thinking. And it is possible, because I know people who are by nature aggressive salespeople, and they've tried to import their sales traditional old-fashioned offline strategies into the online world, and they've fallen flat on their face, metaphorically speaking. But they were smart enough to understand it and to realize the error of their ways, and they started to make some changes, and they started to work more on relationship building, cultivation, farming, etc. Now, does this mean that this is an overly long process before you start making sales? No. I've got plenty of examples of people that I've worked with who were able to make sales within a month or two, okay? But they used a relationship building method that I taught them, and it worked. And it worked for them, it worked for me. I was just teaching them what I was doing, right? I was just passing on the good news. And we proved that you can indeed make sales on a platform such as Facebook. You can make sales on a platform such as Facebook without being a nuisance or a pest, and just by being helpful. Cultivate people, win their trust. Don't forget the know, like and trust factor. Absolutely critical that you establish know, like and trust with your audience. Absolutely critical. So the answer is that if you're wanting to make money online, particularly on social media platforms such as Facebook, it's more about farming than anything. That said, well, just refresh on what I said earlier, that you start talking with people one-on-one, say on Messenger. Okay, maybe you will need a little bit of hustle then to consummate the deal, to make a sale. That's more or less the way we do it. But you would only take that approach. You'd only move to that stage once you have established the trust, you've built some rapport, and you've basically just cultivated people like a farmer. Cultivate. They sow the seeds. They look after the soil. They do all of those things, and then they know that a percentage of those seeds are going to sprout and be, and produce. So that's basically it. It's a very simple topic. I'm at my bread shop now. It's another French building behind me. It's called Kema. Okay, I don't know whether you can see that. Woo! Crazy. See, I don't drive. I walk everywhere. I take a tuk-tuk. I don't want to drive on these roads here. Crazy stuff. But yeah, so the bread is waiting for me. I'm going to go and get it now. And one other thing. We teach these strategies in my group, Try Builder Community, so feel free to join that group. You can say yes in the comments, or you can send me a message or whatever, and I'll give you the link. No problem at all. Okay, this is Kim Willis. Bye for now.